ladies and gentlemen, so today we're going to do some review of adding and subtracting integers. We did this last year and you guys did a great job, so I know you're going to do awesome on it again today. So we're going to review the rules. Addition of integers. We have two situations. Are the signs the same? All right, and for example, that would mean -6 plus -7. What do? We add the numbers and we keep the sign. Which means this one, -6 plus -7, would give you -13. Okay. Are the signs different? For example, -6 plus +7. In this case, you subtract the numbers and you keep the sign of the bigger. So, for example, if I subtract 7 and 6, I'm going to get 1. Then I have to decide, is it positive or negative? There's more positives. 7 is bigger than 6, so it would be a +1. All right, subtraction of integers. All right, so we have a couple of different things to do. So, for example, you could have things like -6 minus 7, right? Or you could have (5 minus -7). In both cases, right, we're going to rewrite our problem. So we're going to do a leave, change, switch. All right, well, what does that look like? So if I had to rewrite this one, we leave the first, we change it to addition, and we switch it to its opposite. Now it becomes an addition problem. So I'm going to add that in here too. Follow addition. For the second problem, this would be we leave the first, change it to addition, switch it to its opposite. Now it's 5 plus 7. All right, let's see if we can do some practice problems here. So the first thing I have to focus in on is it an adding problem or a subtracting problem? So right here, that tells me it's adding. Signs are different. Up here, different signs means we subtract the numbers. So -29 plus 30 is going to give me 1, and there are more positives, so it's a +1. Number 2, addition problem. So I have to subtract 32 minus 9 is going to be 23. There are more negatives this time, so it would be a -23. Number 3, adding, the signs are the same. My rules up top tell me that I add the numbers and I keep the sign. So adding those numbers is going to give me 75. They're both negative, so it's a -75. All right, now we have some subtraction problems. So -4 minus 2, right, there's my subtraction, becomes -4 plus -2. Now the signs are the same. We're going to add them together, keep the sign -6. For number 5, we're going to have 19 plus 2. Signs are the same, add them together. Number 6, we're going to have -28 plus 13. Signs are different, so we're going to subtract. There's more negatives, so we're going to have -15. If you have more than one addition or subtraction, then you're going to go through and go from left to right. So right now, I'm just going to worry about this part right here. It's addition, which means signs are the same. I'm going to add those together, -32. I'm going to copy down the plus 15. Now I have addition, but the signs are different, so we're going to subtract those. Which, if I hopefully subtract correctly, is giving me 17. More negatives, so we have -17 as our answer. Over here, we have this thing called absolute, oh, I'm sorry, these are parentheses. So I have to do the parentheses first. I'm going to bring down the negative 14. Negative 13 plus 10 is going to give me negative 3. Now I have to do negative 14 plus negative 3 is negative 17. A team gained 5 yards on their first play. Gained means it's a positive, so I'm going to write that out automatically. How many yards would they have to lose on their second play to have a total loss of 1 yard? So I want something, I have to add something in here to give me a negative 1. Well, I know if I add in negative 5, that's going to bring me to 0. Add in one more negative, so we're adding in negative 6. So they would have to lose 6 yards. All right, reviewing some stuff with absolute value, which we talked about earlier yesterday in class. So absolute value acts like parentheses. I have to do what's inside the absolute value first. So this becomes negative 30 plus negative 15. Signs are the same. I'm going to add them together. Keep the sign. Absolute value means that I take whatever my answer is and it becomes positive. All right, next one. I have adding. Signs are the same, so I'm going to add those together. Negative 18. Then I'm going to take the absolute value. Now I'm turning it into parentheses because I still have this negative sign. Absolute value of negative 18 is 18. This is telling me make it negative. Negative 18. For number 12, we're going to have, this is a subtraction. So I have to turn it into a leave change switch. 18 and 10 is going to give me 28. This negative sign out, oops, turn those into parentheses. That negative sign out in front means it's a negative 28. All right, so this should be all review from last year, right? Any questions? As always, for your class, have a good time.